Hey guys, so today I'm doing a little bit of a discussion video because it's been a lot of controversy on Twitter and everything about this certain topic, and I just wanted to sit down and talk about it because I've been seeing it everywhere and it's frankly getting on my nerves, and I just wanted to voice my opinions about this and just talk about it. So recently Bloomsbury and Sarah J. Maas released the cover for Tower of Dawn, which is the Chaol novella, or the Chaol book in the Throne of Glass series, and this is what the cover looks like. And people are getting angry because it doesn't have Chaol on the front. And while I fully agree with their opinions that it should have Chaol on the front, since it is his novel, I just don't want to hear it anymore. Like, for the past day and a half, that's all I could read on Twitter, and I'm getting frustrated because, yes, it should have Chaol on it. It's his story, but you should be happy that we're actually getting a story regardless of what she's putting out. She could make us wait until next year for another book, but instead she's writing a book solely on Chaol, about what's happening with Chaol, and we're getting a book. That's what matters. And I said this on Twitter. I'll show my tweet here somewhere, but I basically said that we should not focus on the aesthetics of the book, that we should focus on the plot, about the characters, their development, about what's going to happen, because yeah, that's a factor. Aesthetics is a factor in what makes us pick up a book, but what really matters is the hard work that Sarah put into this story about what is going on with Chaol. First of all, like, I just want to see my Chaol baby, because he has not been in a book since like Airfire or something like that. Cry at Midnight, I don't remember, but I just want Chaol back. That's all I want, and at least we're getting a Chaol story, and I like it. I agree with the fact that Chaol should be on the cover. I don't disagree with that. I think it should either follow the cover choices of the series while having its own twist on Chaol. Because, like, I read somewhere that the publishing company and Sarah tried to make a compromise where they wanted it to be kind of in the same style as Throne of Glass, but also have it be original to Chaol because it is his story. That I fully understand and that I fully get. And I see where they were trying to go with it, but I'd rather see Chaol on the front because we see Celaena Sardothien on this cover, and we see her full body, we see everything. But they decided to put Chaol's crest on there and a city. I'm glad we get to see a city, but it's not our main character. It's not our star that's in the story, which frustrates me a little bit because I just want to see this character that we haven't seen for a while now, that we haven't focused on for a while, and I just want to know what's going on with him. Like, that's all I care about, is I want to see what's going on with him. Now, I think that what they could do, since they're getting so much of this like hate and backlash for this cover, is they could do a Court of Thorns and Roses thing and put half of his body on the cover, like they do with Feyre, which I think would be a good compromise because they could do the Throne of Glass font, but they could also put Chaol's body on there, like half of his body, which I would be okay for. Like, I am fine with that. But, like, it's really weird how people are not even giving this book a second chance because of the cover. Like, I get it. You guys like aesthetics. You guys like what things look like and how things should look like. I'm like that. I'm like that, where I want to have the same versions of books, and I want to have like different editions, and that's my dog, I'm sorry. And I'm like that. I have multiple editions of the same book, but I'm just getting really tired and sick of people complaining about this cover that, yeah, we don't get a choice of a say in but we're not the author, we're not the publishing company, we are the readers and the fans. And as the readers and the fans, we should be able to understand that this is a choice of our author that we love. And if Sarah wants this cover to look like this, then fine. I'm not saying that you can't have your own opinions about this cover. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just ranting and raving about my issues with people basically complaining on Twitter and Tumblr and all those other places. But, so, yes, I'm not a fan of the cover. I admit that, and I'm not saying that my feelings are right. Like, I don't like the cover, but I can tolerate the cover. Because we are getting another story in the Throne of Glass universe about a character that's not Aileen, that's not Rowan, that's not even Feyre. We're getting something about Chaol. Chaol, one of the characters that we have not seen in a while too. So we should all just be grateful that we are getting another installment in this series. Sure, it may not focus on Aileen itself, but it is still in her world and still involves her at some point. So I just wanted to say this because I'm getting annoyed with seeing it all over Twitter, all over Tumblr about this cover. Like, no matter what, I'm gonna go out and buy this book. I'm going to go and read it. Like, it's going to be one that I'm probably going to enjoy because it is Chaol. It is Sarah J. Maas. It is the Throne of Glass world. And you know what? Like, that's all I can ask for. So if it has a weird, shitty cover, I don't care. Because as long as it's about Chaol, as long as it's showcasing a different character, if it's showcasing even the world, I'm fine with it. Now, before you all gang up on me, I just wanted to say that these are my feelings, my annoyances, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying that your feelings are wrong, that they're not valid. It's just that when you complain about something so much that it annoys somebody, it could lead them to do something like this about a discussion that they're talking about. And I'm sorry if it felt like that my opinions were different than yours and that they were offensive to yours. That I didn't mean to insult you in any way. It's just that when you talk about something a lot and it's just over and over again, if it's on social media or in person, then it gets annoying and it gets frustrating because you see people like just complaining all the time. And you know what, like, I admit I have complained about a lot of things before. I've complained about the Maximum Ride movie, I've complained about other things, but I'm not complaining about this because at least we're getting something in a series. Like, my favorite series is over. So at least we're getting more Throne of Glass, even if it is just for 2 more books or just for 3 more books. I am grateful and I am proud to be a fan of Sarah J. Maas, and I fully support this choice of a cover, even though I dislike the cover. But I just wanted to put that out there. So, yeah, that was me actually having a serious discussion about something, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little conversation about the Chaol novel drama, or if it's a novella drama, or cover drama, basically. So, my name is Olivia, you're on Bookish Broken's Nice channel, and I hope to see you soon in another video.